We're just 1 week away from the long-awaited Josh Duggar sentencing hearing, and certain members of Josh's inner circle are doing all they can to ensure that he receives the lightest sentence possible. Josh's wife Anna Duggar wrote a letter to the judge begging that her husband be reunited with his family as soon as possible. Josh's mother Michelle Duggar insisted that her son is a good man who simply made a mistake. Several Duggar friends and neighbors also penned appeals in which they urged the judge to go easy on the convicted sexual predator. Needless to say, it's surprising that Josh has so many supporters in his corner, especially since some of them seem to genuinely believe that he is innocent. The letters written on his behalf tell us much about Josh's relationship with his loved ones, but what might be even more telling is the long list of people who chose not to write letters to the judge. As the UK tabloid The Sun reports, Michelle and Anna are the only members of Josh's immediate family who wrote letters on his behalf. That means, of course, that Josh's father Jim Bob did not aid in the effort to secure a lighter sentence for his son, and it means that not one of Josh's 18 siblings could be bothered to write to the judge. In a way that's not terribly surprising. After all, when Josh molested 5 young girls, 4 of them were his sisters. It makes sense that his earliest victims that we know of would not want him back on the street. But several of Josh's brothers and sisters showed up to court to support him during the trial, and it was widely assumed that they would remain loyal to his cause during the sentencing stage. The situation is enough to make one think that they showed up merely to maintain appearances and are actually aware of the truth about their parents' eldest child. As for the letters that were written, they are as delusional and out of touch as one might expect. Joshua has worked hard to provide for me and our now 7 children, but the happiest part of the day by far is when Daddy comes home from work and his cheerful voice fills the house. "Hey guys, how's it going? What did you learn about in school today?" These are usually the conversation starters in between greeting each of our children. Joshua is an engaged dad who gladly throws a football with his sons, listens to our daughters play a new song they have learned on the piano, helps answer homework questions, or lends a hand sweeping up spilled crackers. He is a kind, loving, supportive, and caring father and husband, his primary focus in life. My children and I rely on Joshua for financial, emotional, and physical support. Many others depend on Joshua too. I ask you to consider reuniting us as a family again soon. I understand the seriousness of this matter, however I respectfully ask that you take this letter into consideration when determining a fair sentence, she concluded, making no mention of Josh's crimes. Joshua is a loving and patient man striving to be a blessing and provide for his family. He has also spent quality time with his wife and children learning life skills together and going on family outings, wrote Michelle Duggar. Side by side, Joshua and his family have built forts, learned how to work on bicycles and other vehicles, gone camping, hiking, fished and played countless games and sports together. Michelle added that Josh has friends and family who love and support him in his abilities to succeed as a husband, father, and business owner, and man both now and in the future. As I look to his return, I stand ready to offer my continued love and encouragement to Joshua and his family and for their success in the future, together, she concluded. We asked that he would be reunited with his wife and family in a timely manner. Josh is scheduled to be sentenced on May 25th. We'll have further updates on this developing story as more information becomes available.
That's it for now, thank you for watching, please subscribe to stay tuned.